Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this video. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing. Work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. Alright, I was going to leave this point alone. I laughed my ass off when Mike did that video, the video that I claimed that he snitched on himself in, which you guys can see that other video. I broke down all of that. I left alone his little defense of, well, you know, a bunch of men are talking about this. They're talking about another man, and that's what women do. They're behaving like bitches. That's basically what he said. I was going to leave it alone until I realized that was a tactic to get all of his fanboys to come over to other channels, the videos that were doing it, and trying to shame them. Trying to shame them because they're coming to my channel, probably other people's channels too, who are doing that and saying, you're behaving like a woman. Behaving like a woman talking about another man. It's like, well, wait, I'm another man, you're talking about me, so does that make you a woman? Hey, Mike, does that make you a woman? You talked about another man and other men when you said other men were making videos about you. What's the fucking difference? Now, it is ironic that a guy so heavily involved in the bodybuilding industry, the male body aesthetics industry, is talking about men behaving like women or having a female mindset. We're going to get into that before the end of this video. But let's talk a little bit about the psychology of gossiping as far as male versus female personalities, everything else on it. Because yeah, there have been studies that show that women are far, far more prone to gossip than men. It is a standard female social norm in almost every single culture. But what is gossiping? Because these studies have shown a difference between men and women on this. Gossiping is discussing someone's private or personal business behind their back with other people. All right, this is done in private, and you're talking about their private matters. You know, such as, you know, this other woman, she's a slut. She's a bad mother. She's a bad housekeeper. All right, that is what women do. Cross culture. Not limited to any culture. It's not a Western thing. It is around the world. Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, done everywhere. All right, cultural traits do not apply there. It seems to cross cultural boundaries. However, here's the thing. Number one, this is not Mike's private or personal business. This is Mike as a public figure. Mike Rashid is a public figure. Well, that's not his real name, but that's pretty much his stage name, his actor name. So we're not even getting into his private business. His real name, I haven't even mentioned his real name, his legal name. By the way, I use my legal name on my channel. I'm not exactly hiding here. I use my real name. My real name is Jason Blaha on my ID. But this is his public business as a public figure. He owns a gym, which the whole world knows about. He publicly endorsed this steroid lab in interviews. He's advertised this steroid lab on his channel. On his fucking channel. That's fucking public. That's not private business. He is publicly advertising this business on his channel. He endorsed it in interviews by name, discussed all how legal it was. This is all public business, his involvement with this illegal steroid lab. By name, he even lists the website and the URL, which when you go to the website that he was listing as commercials in his videos, there's illegal drugs right there on the front page. You go to the front page, the home page, there is felony level drugs to possess in the United States. You cannot even get a prescription for them. Right there. This is his public business. It has been on the news. On the news. This is a public matter. People on YouTube are oftentimes reporters of public business of interest to the community. So you're telling me every news reporter who ever mentioned Obama or Trump or Bill Gates is behaving like a woman? No, they're discussing the public business of public figures. Furthermore, the feminine trait of gossiping is done behind people's backs. These are public videos. Everyone can see this shit. I get over 1 million views a month. My channel has over 43 million views. I have almost as many views as Mike Rashid does. All right. My views per year are possibly higher than his at this point. This is being done publicly. It's not gossip. I'm saying it with my face for the whole world to see, my real face, my real voice, my legal name being done publicly. See, that's what they found in all these sociology studies. Women do it in private. Men, when they want to discuss the business of other men, they do it publicly in front of everybody, where the guy can hear it. They might even do it to his face, but they'll do it where he can hear it and see it. That's male behavior, Mike. And to Mike's little fanboys, his little fangirls who come in, you behaving like a female. Man, dude, what's Mike's dick taste like? I want you guys to tell me, what does it taste like? Because you got it in your mouth. Come on, guys. Now, that being said, Mike, I can understand why you don't want people to talk about this. It's fucking embarrassing. It is fucking embarrassing. You got caught in the middle of some major federal level crazy shit that involves everything from drug trafficking to possible money laundering to racketeering, everything else. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. And in fact, the only way you're not going to get jail time is if you snitched on them. If you snitched. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm a saltine American. We don't have a problem with snitches. So I don't look down upon you if you snitch. It doesn't bother me personally. But if he doesn't go to prison, it's because he snitched. But here's the thing. He's still going to lose his business because he admitted in the other video that the guy was an investor. The guy was making millions of dollars from illegal drug trade. If a single dollar of his illegal drug trade got invested into Iron Addicts Miami, whatever the fuck it's called. If a single dollar of it gets invested into it, they will take his business. If they can find that any illegal money was invested into it, making it a shell company, they are going to close that gym and seize it. The government's going to do that. That's just how it works. I mean, I can understand that this is embarrassing to Mike. He doesn't want people to talk about it. But Mike, you're a public figure. This is public business. People are going to talk about it. You know what? You just got to deal with that shit. I deal with it, man. People talk about me all the fucking time. There are over 500 other YouTube videos out there, people talking about me. That's how many there are. People talk shit. That's what they do. All right. If you're going to be a public figure, you have to learn to deal with that. That's just what's going to happen. And there is nothing that you can do about it. All right. That's just reality, man. You got to roll with the fucking punches. Thought you were a goddamn warrior. Roll with the punches, son. The rest of us have to. That's just life, man. People will kick you when you are down. That's what the fuck people do. That's what people do. When they think that you're down or they see any weakness, they smell some pussy, they're going to attack. That's human nature. You just have to learn to deal with that shit. All the rest of us, everyone else on YouTube has to deal with it. I got to deal with it. It's fucking life, man. I mean, at least you haven't had fake bombs mailed to your house like I have. Now, the ironic part is that he's talking about something being feminine behavior that actually isn't in the way that it's being done, but he hangs out with bodybuilders. He hangs out with a whole community that is obsessed with what? Aesthetics, the aesthetics of their body. Culturally speaking, in Western countries, in Western civilization, which gender is concerned with their aesthetics and beauty? Women. Women are concerned with their aesthetics and beauty. All right, most of you guys who are like, I'm a bodybuilder, you guys do realize all your guy friends think that shit is gay. That you guys sit around worrying about your body. All right, there are probably women, chicks you want to smash, who think you're in the closet if you're into bodybuilding. Why? Because it's an obsession with the aesthetics and beauty of your own body. Furthermore, it is an obsession with the aesthetics and beauty of other men's bodies. That is a female characteristic. All right, that is a feminine personality trait. Feminine personality trait. Mike, you sit around worrying about your abs. showing your abs off and your body off to other men. Stop and think about that. Stop and think about that. And you hang out with dudes obsessed with the same thing. All right? That's feminine. And I'm not going to hate on that. We live in a different society today to where supposedly there are like 37 different genders and people are being gender fluid is acceptable. And I get all that. So that's not even really shaming today. But the irony is you're going to stand there and talk about other men calling you out on bullshit as being feminine when you're caught up in this whole male aesthetics community. All right, that's fucking feminine. Furthermore, the whole bodybuilding community, and I've joked about this in a room full of bodybuilders. Last hardcore gym that I trained at, man, I joked with like 3 NPC competitive bodybuilders in the room. I was talking about gay for pay and how most bodybuilders suck dick for growth hormone. And they all started laughing and turning red, talking about, yeah, that gay for pay, man. They all know. Everybody in the bodybuilding world who's serious about it knows that probably half of bodybuilders suck dick. Half of serious bodybuilders suck dick for drugs or money. All right, that's the norm in that industry you're involved in. That's what the fuck goes on. I don't mind talking about it. I tell everybody about it. I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't care. But I do let people know that if you get caught up in that lifestyle, homosexual prostitution and selling your body to other men kind of goes hand in hand with serious bodybuilding. All right, the competitive bodybuilding world, the pro bodybuilding world is generally about drug rings and gay prostitution. Those are enormous parts of the community. In fact, you guys don't believe me about the drugs. Even Jerry Ward, who hangs out with all these pro bodybuilders, talked about that, about how so many bodybuilders get on party drugs and narcotics and Nubain and heroin and coke because they can go out and party and use drugs that don't have calories in them, so they don't get fat. And why do they care about not getting fat? They want to party with no calories, so they're scared to drink a fucking shot of whiskey because they care about the beauty of their bodies, like women. So these guys all get hooked on drugs because they don't want to gain 1/4 of an ounce of body fat that might blur their abs from partying on the weekends. That's some next level partying over some female shit right there. But that's what the bodybuilding world is about. That whole community is about drug abuse and gay prostitution to pay for their drug abuse. And anyone who's been around that scene knows that. Mike, you know that. Mike, you hang around pro bodybuilders. You know they suck dick for growth hormone. Now, I'm not saying you do because I don't know what your life is like. You might be doing well financially. You probably don't use anywhere near the amount of drugs a pro bodybuilder does. Doesn't mean you're sucking dick for it. But I know you've seen it happen and you know that's what goes on in the community. But then you're going to talk about feminine behavior at other men? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Seriously? Are you fucking kidding? That's some hypocrisy right there. But back to the point at hand while I finish this up. All the fanboys who are coming in talking about this, that's not how it works, guys. It's okay to talk about other men's public business publicly with your real name, your real face. That's not gossiping. That's not gossiping. That's being the news. That's providing information. That's analyzing a public topic of a public figure as another public figure yourself. That's not gossiping. It's the gossiping that's female, talking about people's private business behind closed doors where no one can hear it but the people you want to hear it. All right, that's what gossiping is. You guys are a little bit confused there. But then again, a lot of you are into bodybuilding, so maybe you're a little confused about male versus female behavior and sexuality anyways. Kind of goes with the territory. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.